Yes. It says, 1 Corinthians 2:14, the natural person does not accept the things that come from the Spirit of God, for they are foolishness to him, and he cannot understand them. The natural person does not accept the things of the Spirit of God. They are foolishness to him, and he is not able to understand them because they are spiritually discerned. So, now do you get it? The one life begins with God. It's from God. It's life from God. Life that contains wisdom, justice, fairness, understanding, insight, truth, patience, love, forbearance, long-suffering. It is a life based in him, and it comes from him, and it flows forth. It's not something that you dredge up in your animal brain. You don't have to think it up. It just flows forth. Whereas emotions are based in reacting. Now, we also know that emotions rise up and overwhelm the delicate promptings of the Spirit. See, God does not violate your will. He does not force you to do anything. Other people do, don't they? They pressure you, they tease you, they challenge you, they pressure you. Yes, they do. God doesn't. He would like for you to wish to know the truth and wish to live properly and so on. And he won't force himself upon you. You see? And so the emotions can rise up and overwhelm those delicate promptings. God could make them very strong if he wanted. He could make them very strong. But he leaves them gentle so that you are not forced to apprehend them, nor are you forced to live them. So now it's very simple. Earlier I said it's not rocket scientist. Well, it's so simple that people don't get it, or they don't want to get it, or they can't. If you can, there's a blessing upon you. But let's continue talking about emotions. I want you to see that emotions are animal and not human. And to the extent that you're less emotional, you become more human. So you say, well, how's that, Roland? Well, I'll just give you a simple example that's easy for you to see. Let's say you're in an airplane, you're in a jet, flying somewhere, and all of a sudden there's turbulence. Okay? And so it's a little bit scary. Maybe it's really bad turbulence, and it's a little bit scary. Then the captain comes on the intercom. You want the captain to be calm, composed, thoughtful, see, unemotional. You don't want the captain to be falling apart at the seams, yelling and screaming. Do you? Of course not. And we all respect, when you see somebody that becomes resentful and hateful and selfish, you don't have any respect for them. You see it. You know that it's inferior, don't you? And when you yourself become resentful, are you proud of yourself? No, you slink around. You know that it's an inferior, it's not superior. See, there's a superior way of living. That's right. And it's living gracefully. Gracefully. Gracefully means it's a gift from God. God has this gift. He gave you a gift at birth. Do you realize that? Yes, he gave you life. I know what you're thinking, that he gave you life. That is also a gift. So he gave you two gifts. He gave you life, and he gave you intuition, an awareness. So you could know things. When you were a little child, you saw things and you knew things wordlessly. It's a gift. Animals don't have it. They don't have intuition. I've always said God gave animals instincts, He gave humans intuition. So he gave you these precious gifts. He doesn't stop giving. His truth is always there. Love is always there. Understanding, wisdom, insight, and a path for you, prepared before your birth, a purpose for you. You were known before you were born.